It's colder than I thought.
That was shot at Yalahao, which is one of the cenotes you have to visit when you're boating on Holbox Island. In today's video, I'm sharing with you my 3-day, 2 nights on this island to give you some inspo for planning your own trip, as well as, you know, I love the helpful travel advice. And to help you understand some of the top things to do on this island, from flamingos to boating and kayaking to, let's start with bioluminescence. I have this amazing time lapse going. Oh my goodness. I had an amazing morning. It started like this. Yo! I'm so tired. Good morning. So if you're wondering why I'm going at such an odd hour at 4 a.m., the thing to know about bioluminescence is you want to go when it is darkest outside. And so the time in which you go is different all the time depending on what the moon is doing. And it was going to be darkest at 4 a.m., which is why we were suited up and ready to go at this time. This was a 2-hour tour, and there are different ways to see the bioluminescence, which happens near Punta Coco. You're going in a lagoon. It's only a 10 to 15 minute-ish drive from the main part of Holbox Island, but some of the tours going out allow you to kayak. Some of them you're just kind of standing on the side looking, but I wanted one where you would put on a wetsuit and go into the creepy black water and play with the bioluminescence. So that's what this tour was. It was such an interesting experience, obviously impossible to capture on a GoPro. And there's different kinds of plankton, but we were swimming the green vegetarian plankton, which, by the way, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Christine with Where in the World is CL, and I make travel videos every week to help you get up, get out, and go travel. So if you like to travel, consider subscribing. So would I recommend the bioluminescence? It's a really cool experience. It basically felt like the water was bedazzled and you got to play with the plankton while you were in there. I will say I was pretty misled by some of the Instagram photos that are out there about bioluminescence. It didn't look like that, but it was still a really unique and cool experience, and I would do it again. I mean, who doesn't want to swim in a creepy black lagoon? But my tour was 2 hours, and if you want the exact tour operator, which I recommend, he was very, very knowledgeable. There's a link in the description below, as well as other highly rated ones off of Viator, so you can choose what's right for you. This is the party van, La Fiesta. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's talk about first when I arrived. I got into Holbox Island in the afternoon. And if you need tips on how to make the journey from Cancun Airport over to the island, I have a full video in the description on that.
Guess who made it in pretty record time?
And another helpful tip to note is that if it's at all been raining on the island, you should probably take a taxi to avoid this.
I'll admit, this is not my most favorite walk in the world.
But basically, I got in and I went and I checked into my hotel. I would say for $150 a night, I think I'm paying to be on the beach, which is a fair trade-off. Would I say it's worth it? To be honest, I thought it was a fair price for what it was, and it was fine. If you want to see where I stayed at the Holbox Dream, I have the full room tour, review, and tips on where to stay and where I'm planning to stay next in the description below. But after I checked in, I went and walked around on the beach for a little bit, grabbed a bite to eat, and then my friend Ebis, who was coming from Tulum, who had lost his cell phone, who had ran out of cash, somehow made it to the island. And of course, I was not going to wait for him while he checked in and settled into his room, so doing what I do best. I am doing a $4.80 peso $4 bike ride on the beach at sunset. Oh, gorgeous. My bike's gonna fall apart. If you're considering renting a bike, there's so many options of places to do it all over Holbox, so there's no shortage of bikes. This one I just did through my hotel, and I'm stopping at this amazing view. If I could show you some. I definitely recommend riding a bike on Holbox Island, and I have a couple tips for you. One is, if you ride on the beach, it's obviously extremely flat, and it's also a wide beach, so it's fairly easy to navigate on a bike and ride the whole length of the beach, and so I really enjoyed that on this trip. If it hadn't been torrential downpour with the entire town flooded out, riding a bike within Holbox as a way of getting around, if you don't do the golf carts or the ATVs, is a really great way to get around. But when it's flooded out, it looks like this, and so biking on the beach only for me on this trip. But after I went for this ride, I met back up with Ebis, we walked around on the beach for a little bit, and we headed to a restaurant. Basico. So I found this spot when I was walking in, and it looks like such a vibe. So let's see if it is. I'm excited. Basico was Basico. It was fine. But if you're having some fun with me in this video, cheers that like button and consider subscribing, and tell me in the comments if you're headed to Holbox. I would love to know. I had to get to bed early because this is what was happening at 4 a.m., which you already know about. And afterwards, when I got back at 6 a.m., I went to sleep, right? No, of course not. I went and I enjoyed the sunrise. Oh, sunrise on this island is amazing. So beautiful today. That's amazing. And then it was time for the next adventure. It's so beautiful just walking on the beach in the morning, oh, especially when it's empty. And we took some awesome photos. It was super fun. And now I'm headed to go find some coffee. So I ended up going to a breakfast spot to grab some coffee at Painapol, which is right on the main road. One thing to note about traveling here is that everything takes forever. I mean, it's an island, you know what I mean? It's island life. But we gotta be somewhere that I'm really excited about. We are about to get on a 3-island boat tour this morning. Super excited, just us on the boat. And there's gonna be adventure. There's gonna be a lot of water, and there's gonna be a lot of sun. And there's also gonna be wine. Met up with our guys. We got Chris in the house. We got Ebis in the house. We're about to get on a boat. As requested, I got a cooler in the house. We on stop number 1. Chris, it's Bird Island, yeah?
Bird Island.
Bird Island. It's some birds. Bird. There's the bird. Lead on the island. So what exactly is this boat tour and how do you make it yours? You know me, I love to do research and find the best reviewed and rated tour operators out there. And so I went with VIP Holbox Experience. And what I was on was a private boat, which was $185, took you around to 3 different islands over the course of the afternoon. And it was VIP in the sense that when I requested things like, please have a cooler for my wine, they were happy to do that. So we had 3 stops on this island, and this one that we're going to right now is Yalahao, which is the cenote that used to provide the fresh water for the entire island of Holbox. Final stop, Ashen Island. Wine. Feel like limbo. Go ahead. Go find passion if you get all the way down there.
Oh god.
Huh? Yeah.
No, come on! Oh my god! It's experiment. I want to show you something.
And every single one of these little spots you stop at, they have these little towers that you walk up. So pretty. You always have to go to the top and look. So awesome being on the boat today. I'm super tired, so I took a really awesome nap, and now I'm ready to rock and roll for more adventures. We are cruising around looking for adventure, and you know what? If
I'm
you
just
shop,
looking for a drink.
yeah, we are looking for a drink, but there's really cute like shops and markets all over the place. I wonder where adventure is going to find us.
Let's go that way. What are you doing right now?
Getting on a kayak. Let's go throw in the
I
sunset.
recommend to do it right now because you know the sun.
Yeah, she's going right now. Did you have that planned?
I do now.
I like it.
I'm being on kayaks, and I want to throw in the sunset, and it's really windy, and the current's really strong, and this is probably going to be one of my most complicated flights, and I think I can do it.
Godspeed. Chris, you have cash on you though, right? Because they only take cash.
So Mahi is a place you gotta check out, especially if you want weekend vibes, because apparently it's one of the only places that stays open late on the weekends. We talking 3 to 4 a.m. But tonight, dinner. Also know it's a good meal when I've started eating it and I have more or less destroyed it before taking photos and videos for you. Sure, it's 10 p.m. now, and I'm waking up super early to go kayaking tomorrow, so it's time to hit the hay. You know it's gonna be a good morning when it starts like that. 6 a.m. Let's get the sunrise. I spent the morning capturing the sunrise. It's so beautiful to just walk on the beach, especially when it's really quiet. I've done it both mornings that I've been here. Here's a pro tip. If you want any kind of coffee, there are no places that open prior to 8 a.m. Still haven't had a coffee yet, but it's time for the next adventure. Just kayaking.
A group of flamingos, but yeah, we try to find them.
I'm actually really excited because Willie just offered to ride in the kayak with me, and I was like, oh, I've never had that option before in all the kayaking I've done in my life. Take a break from paddling, make Willie do it. And we have seen so many baby animals. Oh, the baby pufferfish and the baby stingrays. We saw so many. I was really hoping to see flamingos. And there are some flamingos right in front of us. I'm really excited for you to see. Ooh, that was so fun. That was amazing. We saw so much wildlife. Now's the awkward part where you gotta get out of the kayak. There's like no graceful way to do this. Ready to watch me? Don't let the kayak go away.
You're a strong girl.
Sometimes, but I have short arms. Having short arms means that the kayak is just hitting the ground a lot. Here's my ride. Hola. Aquí, sí. Muchas gracias. This is the man you gotta find right here. Totally honest, I'm surprised a place like this exists in Holbox in terms of like inside. They have a cool outdoor in the back area, but like air conditions and super water, but they have coffee. They got an Americano going on and avocado toast. I'm all packed up and take a look at this. We got a nice little ocean view and we are saying goodbye.
Hey!
Ciao to Holbox.
I'm never leaving. I'm canceling my flight. I love this place.
We're leaving right now. Like literally right now. He needs to get up. Holbox, such an amazing island. If you had some fun in this video, cheers that like button. If you haven't already, make sure you check out this guy's channel. Info in the description below. And I'll see ya in the next adventure. Ciao.
Slow motion, real laugh. Boom, that shit's cutting into your vlog style video. We gon'